My daughter accused me of stealing my mother's ring, so my father stepped in and destroyed her in front of everyone. I was standing in the kitchen with my 16-year-old daughter Jane. When I told her I was finally going to propose to my girlfriend Laura, she smiled and said, "Can I see the ring?" So I told her, "I'm using your grandma's engagement ring." Instant shift. Her smile dropped, her eyes hardened, and she snapped, "Wait, that ring is supposed to be mine." I froze, because that ring wasn't passed down to her. My mom gave it to me before she died. Her actual heirlooms for Jane were small things like rosary beads, but apparently Jane had already decided the ring belonged to her. I tried to stay calm. "Honey, grandma gave the ring to me. I want to use it to propose." That's what she would have wanted. "No," she shot back, voice cracking. "I'm your daughter. It should go to me, not your girlfriend." The way she said your girlfriend, like Laura was some stranger and not the woman who had helped care for my mom when she was dying, pissed me off, but I took a breath. I told her I still loved her. This wasn't replacing anything, and she'd get other things of her grandmother's. She stormed off. I figured she needed time. I didn't think much until my brother called me and said, "Dude, Jane is crying at my house saying you gave away her ring. What's going on?" His wife was already calling me a monster. The family group chat was blowing up. People telling me, "You're picking your girlfriend over your daughter." It got messy fast. Still, I went through with it. I proposed to Laura with a ring. She cried, said yes, hugged me like she'd been waiting forever. I didn't regret it for a second, but apparently Jane did. The next day, my daughter and my brother show up at my door with one more surprise. They brought my father. Now, my dad is a Marine veteran. That man doesn't sugarcoat anything. If there's one person you don't want lecturing you, it's him. And Jane was standing there like she was about to get me in trouble with Grandpa. They all sat down at my dining table. Laura wasn't home. I stayed quiet, letting them talk. Jane started crying again. "He gave away Grandma's ring to someone who isn't even family." My brother backed her up, saying he kinda understood. Then my father raised one hand. "Enough." Silence. He looked at Jane with this stone-cold stare. "I heard enough to tell you this," he said. "Your grandmother would have wanted Laura to have that ring." Jane's face snapped toward him like she couldn't believe what he'd just said. Dad didn't stop. "You are not showing the maturity to handle an heirloom. Not even close. I'm disappointed in you. This entitlement? Fix it by the next time I visit." She shrank in her chair. Yes, sir." My dad turned to my brother. "And you, stop feeding this drama." Then he stood up and walked out like he'd just delivered a final judgment. Jane sat there stunned, eyes red, chewing her lip, but she didn't argue. Not with him. That night, I told Laura everything. She got quiet and said, "The ring is mine now, but if it makes everyone more comfortable, put it in the prenup. If we ever separate, it goes back to your family." She wasn't defensive, wasn't dramatic. She was respectful in a way that made me love her even more. We added the ring to the prenup. Then we talked to Jane together. I explained how much she meant to me. She apologized, voice shaking, saying she was just hurt and worried she was losing her place. Laura hugged her and said softly, "You're not losing anything. You'll always be family. I'm not here to replace anyone." Jane cried into her shoulder. Things weren't perfect, but they were better. And then just when the dust settled, life threw a bomb. Laura came into the living room one night, hands shaking, holding a pregnancy test. Positive. Jane already knew. She had been the one who found the test on the counter earlier and quietly told Laura, "It's okay, I won't freak out this time." But behind all of that, there was one more thing. My father asked Laura for a favor. "Do not pass that ring down until after you're gone, and only to a son. If no son, then a grandson. If no grandson, it goes to your nephew." We agreed. We added it to the will, and we did not tell Jane, because if she ever heard, she would never inherit that ring. The storm that already hit the house would feel like nothing. That night, after everything, I walked past her room. The door was cracked open. Jane sat on her bed, holding the rosary beads her grandmother left her. Quiet, small, trying to swallow her pride. Then she whispered, thinking I wasn't there, "I just wanted something that made me feel close to her." My hand froze on the doorway, and that's when I knew the whole fight wasn't about a ring. It was about her feeling replaced. I stepped into the room. She looked up at me with tear-stained cheeks, waiting for me to yell, but I didn't. I walked over, sat down beside her, and said only one thing: "You'll never be replaced. Not ever." She broke down and hugged me like she was 5 years old again, and that moment, right there, was the end of the whole war.